Hi guys, welcome back to the Pablo Talk podcast. Today I have Drewski here.
Hi.
I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Guys, so basically, if you don't know, this is my third episode of the podcast and I took not even a little bit of a break. I literally just flopped for 2 days because I got really busy, but now I have a really good episode to talk with you guys about and Drew helped me write an entire list of different things I can talk about, things that have happened in my life, pop culture things, which is just so funny the way that he wrote it all. But also, this is Drew. Me and Drew have this inside joke where I always say 106. Wait, do you want to explain what that is?
One. No, you can go ahead and take that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so 106, basically, we make jokes because Drew helps me with so much stuff. So I always say that whenever I'm really bougie and rich, I promise I'll pay him $106,000 a year as a salary. And that will be his salary.
Not including bonuses.
Not including bonuses, no insurance included, none of that. Also, I told him that if he doesn't have a physical degree to show me, we're bringing it down to $14,000 a year. So no, I'm kidding. Wait, because they don't know that you dropped out. That's such a big lore. But Drew dropped out.
Yeah, I dropped out ninth grade.
But he's been so successful in everything and had so many different things. One day, we need to get into Drew's lore, or Drew will get into his own lore because
that's gonna eat one day.
It's really gonna get there. But anyways, guys, so I have a whole list of things I want to talk about, especially things from this week because, well, also I was banana. They can't even say banana. I was banned from live for 3 days on TikTok, so now I feel like a drought of being able to talk and say things. So perfect. But basically, guys, this week consisted of going out so much, and I feel I don't know, personally, whenever I go out a lot, I just feel so disgusting after, and it gives me this whole feeling of I don't know what the fuck did I do, but I never black out or anything. But every time I drink, I'm always calling Drew the next day. I'm wait, did I do anything bad? I don't know. And this week consisted of so much going out because it all started on I think last Thursday when my friend had a party bus for her birthday party and we went to the clubs in Venice. We partied at the beach, which was so much fun. I told Drew a couple stories about that night. But yeah, somebody drank somebody's pee that night. Did I tell you? Or
I was there.
Oh yes, you were there.
Well, no, heard.
Oh, when she told you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically a bunch of chaos happened on this party bus. Somebody needed to pee really bad, but we had a 40-minute drive. We were on the highway on a party bus, which was so scary. So somebody peed in a cup, misplaced the cup, and the next somebody's drinking the cup because they thought it was a mess. But the bars in Venice and Santa Monica are really crazy. Have you been to one of them before?
No, I don't do that.
What do you mean?
I don't do those type of bars. I only do WeHo and
You don't,
exclusive events.
you don't
or
think
something.
you're going to get tired of WeHo?
I don't know. I think I'll just get tired of just going out in general.
Yeah,
and then
WeHo will just burn you out.
Yeah, and then just get to the point where it's I only go out for those little influencer events.
Bye, you're such a mooch. No, literally. Speaking of influencer event, I went to the Paris Hilton event also this week, guys, which was so crazy. I'm gonna get more into that, but she's the OG influencer. I feel this week has been so influencery. Oh my god! Because Friday we went out Sty, guys. My friend Sty, the one who lives in North Carolina, iconic Stya, fish femo, yes.
Yeah.
They're trying to move to LA, and they got here, and it has just been obviously a whirlwind since Stya's got here because we have so much fun, the three of us, also with Evan and Oscar, and it just really, really gets there. But yeah, so I went to the party bus, partied out at the clubs, had that whole moment. That night, I got so drunk, you guys, that I had to leave my car where my friend's house was. Her house was in Valencia, which is an hour and 20 minutes away. But I drove there for her birthday because that's where the party bus was coming. I did not realize we were going to get so drunk at a beach bar. I thought it was just going to be oh my god, me loading burping. I thought it was going to be a cute little thing. No, I had to leave my car. I Ubered home from the clubs. And the next day...
Yeah. ASMR.
That was ASMR. Pablo's birthday ASMR. The next day I woke up and I was oh my god, I left my car. So Drew brought me to get my car in Valencia.
That was a drive.
That was a whole thing. He literally was so upset by that, which was understandable. It was really
it was
fun.
just I thought it was a 30-minute drive. I'm okay, it's gonna be a little fun thing. It's what was it, an hour and something?
Yeah, no, it was there. It was there. It was super far. And then on the way there, Drew was oh my god, I have to drive back. I can't believe I have to drive back right now. And I was oh my god, I'm so sorry. Sorry. What? But then we went out that night and we had the best night ever because we went to WeHo with Sty, Evan, Oscar, Drew, me, and we did a Twitch stream. And bruh, that shit was there. That Twitch stream, if you guys were on that Twitch stream, was actually so crazy. Do you remember the Twitch stream?
Yeah, I remember the whole night.
It was crazy.
It was insanity, honestly.
It was because guys, we go to WeHo all the time, but we were at WeHo with two big cameras and flashes in front of us with these cameramen, and we had microphones on, and we were just walking around WeHo, like going to clubs and bars. It felt like Jersey Shore, chat. It literally felt like Jersey Shore. I cannot even describe it in any other way. It was like packed bars and bars that we see people every week, and suddenly we're there with these big cameras and mics. It is such a mess. Everyone's staring at us like, who the fuck are they? And it was iconic because we're obviously on Stai's Twitch, and Stai has like such good followers on there, so they were like watching all of it. But like for us, we were just like walking around with like, and I would kind of forget like what was happening, and like have like natural conversations with people, and then see this light and be like, oh my god, like they can hear that. Like that
You can forget that you're literally on live.
yeah, and people hear you, but it's fun. I feel like that's how you know you like it, like, is if you do it like that. But I just thought it was super funny and awkward when like people that we knew were like looking at us like, what the fuck are they doing? Like it just looked so funny, but it was very successful. And then also, Yo-Yo, Esmo, and Wendy, they were going to WeHo that night as well. So as we were streaming, people were like, oh, they're there too, and then we bumped into them. And we just all hung out for the rest of the night and kind of just like did streams together.
It was fun.
And we had such a fun night, guys. Like Wendy bought us hella shots. We were dancing with Yo-Yo and Esmo. Like Sty was dancing with Wendy. I was doing karaoke with Wendy. Me, Oscar, and Drew were just like running around. Like it was just like a whole thing.
It was fun.
It was a key.
It was
and like I feel like the big moment of the live that happened with me was like the kiss part.
Oh,
that
yeah.
kiss part. Like me and Sty kissed on camera, which was like I kiss my friends all the time off camera. Like it is not that serious. Like to me personally, but I know a lot of people take it more seriously. But like to me, like I was just kissing a friend on camera. Like I feel like that's not that serious, right?
No. Well, no, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Sty, because Sty, we've been talking about this. Sty literally started coming in with some tongue, like afterwards, like go off, queen. But like I was like, oh, that's gonna get there. And it sounds like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Like that's gonna be everywhere tomorrow. I was like, is it? Like what the fuck? And then I woke up the next day. I'm like, oh,
It's everywhere.
It got there. But I mean, it's Sty. It's funny. It's tea. It's a gag. Like guys, like I feel like a lot of people have such a weird thing on the internet where they're like, oh my god, like has to be this, has to be that. Like sometimes people just kiss for fun. And I'm not saying it needs to be a occurrence because that's not what it is either, but it's like it's not that serious, and we're literally just friends, and yeah, we're excited for the rest of it. But literally like throughout the rest of the night, like we got in a fight with this racist man on the side of the street that was like, because guys, there was a man in WeHo that sells hot dogs, and I've supported him many times, me and my friends. And then I saw a video of him going viral on the internet of him talking bad about other Latino vendors in the area, saying that they're illegal, they should be kicked out, calling ICE on them, yada yada, which is disgusting. And he said that he had a problem with illegal vendors. So when I walked by him, I think my drunkenness kind of took in, and I was like, I don't know why the fuck you said that. Like, that was so weird. Like, I used to support you, and like now you're doing me acting like he's like an influencer. I'm like, you're canceled. No, but like dead ass. Like he was like annoying me, and I just kind of started calling him out. And Sly's like, wait, what happened? What happened? And Sly started getting involved, and we all started getting involved, and that was on stream as well. Like we were just like arguing with an older man, but you know, it could only go so far because he has such a different like mindset and ideology. So yeah, that's like a different thing. But also, what else happened that night? Oh, yeah, I saw my ex.
Got there.
It really got there. Quick. I haven't seen my ex in so long. But honestly, I don't want to be. I'm not even here talking about that situation. Like, oh fuck this, fuck that. Like, it gives me anxiety already to talk about that because it was so real for me. But like, that being the first time I saw a person in like so long was like, oh my fucking gosh. And also, like, I feel like I'm in such a different place in my life where I like take care of myself mentally and physically, and I feel like I look a lot better. I'm more confident with myself, and I was like, well, like I feel really, I looked really good that night. Like I had glasses on. I never have glasses on. My arms were out, and they're bigger. I'm not gonna, they're bigger. Well, yes. And I just walked by him, and I was like, oh my god. And I think my emotion kicked in for a second, and I like saw him, and he saw me, and I immediately like went out to reach him, like tapped his chest. I remember, and he looked at me like all confused, and I was like, oh my god, like why did I do, like, oh my god, like maybe I shouldn't have done that, like fuck. And then I just like kept walking, and I had to kind of like throw the idea out of my head so it wouldn't like linger throughout the rest of the night, because we were on stream and like doing our thing and having a good night. Well, bro, that threw me so off guard, like so off guard. Especially they don't even live in LA, so it was like whoa. But
you don't expect to see them around.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just an interesting thing, and I think that also like a part of like the whole idea of like letting someone, there's a helicopter over my house right now. The whole idea of like letting someone go or whatever is kind of just like leaving them alone and like letting each other like heal and do that thing, even though, you know, yeah. But anyways, that was that lore. That night was crazy. Like highs, lows, emotional highs, physical lows,
That's
physical.
a lot, bitch.
And at that night, guys, we met so many people. We literally were meeting so many of you guys and so many followers. It felt so cool. It literally felt so
It was a
cool.
vibe.
We were getting like stopped a lot, and we were filming it, and it was a vibe. So we love a Twitch stream. I think we're doing one tomorrow again, where we go to the frat party.
Yeah.
We're going to a frat party tomorrow, and we're gonna stream it, and that's gonna be a vibe. So,
Gotta make sure.
is it already the weekend tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow's.
Bitch, it's been going like crazy, right? Don't you think, or no?
Yeah, it does. I think it's more than anything. It's like the going out in between the week that makes it look like it's never ending.
Yeah.
Because if it was only like Friday, maybe Thursday, but like mainly the weekend, it'd feel like okay, it's spaced out. But going in between the week is what really messes it up. And then it just feels like, oh my gosh, we literally stopped for one day, then we got back, and then
Stop for one day. Yeah, especially because guys in LA, there's like on Wednesday nights, it's like the big night. It's
Yeah.
Drewski's favorite night.
I love going.
Never
out in the week.
answer a phone call if it's from Drew on a Wednesday night. Literally
Yo.
never. Like
I just love a little Wednesday.
yeah, because there's this club in LA that has like popping parties. We were there yesterday. Like Megan from Cat's Eye was there. Idella was there. You see a lot of cool people there. I met Doja there that one time, and it's a vibe. But it's a cool, fun place to go on Wednesday. So if you go out like Friday and Saturday, no, I think it's because I think it's because like. Well, for me as well, like I've had events in between, also the going out, also. So it's been like that too. But I feel like naturally, like if we have somebody coming to visit, or if we have a really fun weekend plan, like only a big holiday, like Halloween weekend or Pride, or I think that's really it, or maybe like a birthday or something.
Yeah.
Like it could really get to a place where we go out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. You know?
Yeah.
So the only days you really have off are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Thursday.
That's it.
That's basically yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to move past that a little bit. But at the same time, I also have thoughts in my head where I'm like, I'm getting older and like it's not worth it. And like there's no need to stop going out because one day you're going to be like, whenever I'm on live and I'm like, guys, should I go out? They're all like, what would you tell yourself when you're older? I'm like, yeah, go out, like have fun. But I don't know if that's the answer that they were expecting me to say. But I just like have like, I know for a fact, like I don't get like physically hungover. Like I'm not throwing up or like headaches and stuff, but I'm so mentally hungover. Like I just am in my head the whole day. Like fuck. Like I never do anything bad, but I'm just kind of like always convincing myself I did. And it just gets there. But then for you, I feel like you just don't really like remember. So then
Some nights, yeah.
yeah, that's crazy how you can't. I don't like know how you can black out like that.
I feel like I've gotten way better for sure.
Yeah, you have. You
Like
definitely have.
way better because I used to like just like black out very easily.
Like black out like aggressively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. So that was like scary. Now it's like it's cute, and like I remember like most nights.
Yeah. Most nights. Period, king.
Yeah.
That's so scary, but period, king. Well, guys, also what's going on right now is me and Drew are gardened out, so we're kind of having like a garden conversation as well. And
Yes.
we've had like this whole week. So like we're processing all of it, but also I feel like there is like validity in talking about it because maybe we do have a problem. It could get there.
I'm
Anyways,
just in my Xana stage right now.
your Xana mojo is
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, yeah, she had her Xana moment till like 26.
That's where I look at it. I'm like, oh my god, I can party. But then it's like that's what I told you. It's like 25, maybe 26. But then
Yeah.
after that, it's just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
you're like, unless it's like
But the thing is like since we both had very successful moments in our younger selves, like going out at one point felt like, a reward, or like it felt like, it felt like, oh, I worked this hard for this long for this. But it can get to a place where now you're kind of like, oh, I'm going out for fun, not for a reward, and that's cool. But then it's like, okay, now I'm just going out to go out, and like that's like when it's a problem. But I don't think we've necessarily gotten there because like right now we have no interest to like go out and drink, or like if we're just doing something naturally. It's not like we're like, oh, let's go to a restaurant and get margaritas. Like we don't do that.
No.
Like, it's like only to go out. But I'm just kind of sick of the feeling like when I watched Tana's recent thing, her sobriety testimonial, and she was like, I wake up every day. I'm excited. Like I think about not just the day, I think about the week, the month, like I am proud of my decisions. I don't wake up regretting my decisions. I love my decisions. Like, like that's tea.
Yeah.
And I don't think I make awful decisions, but like maybe there could be a little bit more discipline.
1,000%.
Like I really want to stop smoking weed. Ugh. But then again, like I do it and it's good. Like right now, like it's fine or whatever. But like I want to do it only like a couple times a week. Like twice a week would tear, or only like on weekends. Wouldn't that be
Damn,
fire?
that would be.
Like that'd be like a whole different thing.
But I don't think I'd ever quit just because I feel like I'd be like Tana's like, oh, I'm sober, but then it's like, you know, you just
Gardening?
yeah.
Well, because you don't have a bad relationship with it. So I feel like it's like, it's a good thing. Like for some people it's good and some people it's bad.
True.
And it just really, really gets there. And speaking of the good and bad, the good was the Paris premiere. That was a very high of the week, guys. So after the Twitch stream, the next day we went out. We just like went out off camera and we had a good night. That was like a pretty good night. I wouldn't say anything too crazy or not crazy. And it was also a 3-day weekend, so it was pretty packed. But then on Monday, I kind of had to like go MIA from everyone and start to really lock in for the Paris premiere because Paris Hilton invited me and my friend Tyler to her documentary Infinite Icon release for her visual memoir. And she basically, this is her passion project, like the thing that she made to talk about her life and her whole experience. And I really love the idea of Paris Hilton doing that because she's been through so much and it's so hard for people to like really understand who somebody is. And I feel like, especially living in LA, I've experienced a lot where you see something online, but it's just not the truth in real person. And I've seen it so many times with my own situations or with my friends. So when big things happen, like a premiere or somebody for a celebrity, like it is always interesting to see both ends, like personally, because I'm like, oh, people were wrong. Like people are just bored and like make entertainment for random things sometimes. But yeah, so she invited us, and it might sound random to some of you guys. Like, why do you always talk about Paris Hilton? Like, what is this whole lore with Paris Hilton? Honestly, I'm right there with you. I have no idea how I even kind of developed this relationship with Paris and her family. But it basically began because me and Tyler, my friend, we both went to Coachella this year separately and blew up separately. And then we both went back weekend 2 to do more content. And that's when everybody was telling us to hang out. So we'd hang out a lot. We posted a lot of videos that went up and blew viral or whatever. And then we wanted to keep hanging out. We're like, oh my gosh, like Stagecoach is next weekend. Like we should go. And I didn't really care to go to Stagecoach because I didn't know who was performing. But then I remember one time he called me like on Monday after coming back from Coachella. And he's like, Pablo, oh my God, like what if we went to Stagecoach? Like we could watch Paris Hilton. And I was like, oh, Paris is tea, but I don't have the money to like do it. Like I just had spent so much at Coachella. So I was like, I don't have the money to do it or anything. And he's like, no, like we should try, like whatever. Like I think I'm gonna make a video being like, I really want to go. Like maybe we can get some leads. Like maybe we can get someone to send us a Stagecoach. You never know. And I was like, okay, go ahead. So he did it, posted it. Literally within an hour, Paris Hilton comments on it because Tyler had already been so on the screens of people. And she's like, oh my God, like love you guys. Like I think I can make this happen. And we were like, wait, what? So we didn't hear back for like a day. So we're like, wait, was that a lie? Like what? And everybody's like, oh my God, is Paris gonna send you guys? Like what is going on? What is going on? And I literally I'm just kind of like waiting on it. And then Tyler tells me that her team messaged him and they're figuring it out. And at first they weren't sure like what we were going to be able to do, how we were going to get there, if you can get more than one ticket or not, like what was going to be the vibe. But then Tyler got like all the tickets for me, him, and the Latino boys, which were 3 other guys we met at Coachella. And we were all able to go to Stagecoach, put in the Hilton Hotel, given VIP wristbands, and watch Paris's performance. So when we went to go watch her that day, it was so iconic because we went to her house that she was staying at in the desert to go pick up the wristbands. We didn't see her then, but she left it out there for us. And we're like, oh my God, like we're going to see her. Are we going to see her? And then we went to Stagecoach. We watched her. They brought us backstage, which was a whole crazy story. Like we had to like sneak in the back. Even though we were invited, there was like separate security that were giving Paris's team a hard time because there was more celebrities back there than just her. It was like Jeff Bezos and Sydney Sweeney and Lizzo and Lil Dicky and Benny Blanco and all these people. So there was like, like it wasn't just about whether she said yes or no. Like it was about like everyone. So we got our way to the back and we were able to meet Paris and Benny and Sydney and Jeff and all these people. It was crazy. And that's when we kind of first built that relationship with her. And then after that, she invited us to her Paris fragrance launch the next week. We met her again, took videos with her, talked to her. And that's where she gave me like very inspirational advice about being an influencer. And, she was like, Pablo, don't stop. Like, we love your video. Oh, I love your videos. I watch them at night. And I was like, oh my God, I love that you commented on my video of me taking a shot and chugging down a tequila. Like, that's so real of you. She's like, oh my God, yes. Like, T, like, she's like, that was me. Yeah. Like, because sometimes you don't know if her team is commenting on a video or not, but it's her. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, never stop. Like, people used to think I was crazy. Like, everyone, like, thought I was losing my mind for wanting to do what I did. And now look at me. Look where I'm at. And I was like, oh my God, you're literally T. And then from there, we went to multiple Oliver events, met her multiple other times. She just invites us to all of her things now in her parties. And then her premiere happened. So she invited us, and that's how we got there. And we have that close. She followed me on Instagram, and she asked me and Tyler to host her LA screening for the movie next week. So there's just a lot going on with Paris and us this month, but I'm grateful because Paris is the OG influencer. But guys, literally going to that carpet was so crazy because it was like I've been to so many events and I've seen so many cool people, but this was definitely the most like A-list filled in my eyes because Kris Jenner was there. Like Kris Jenner was enough to make it, and Tana Mojo. Like that's enough. Like, like maybe I would have wanted Kim to be there, but Kris Jenner's iconic. Like she's so tiny, first of all. Wait, I'm like kind of really realizing that I was right next to Kris Jenner.
Crazy.
Like Kris Jenner, the person who I've watched the whole like past 10 years of my life, like the person who's taken 10% of all the Kardashians forever.
The one that raised them.
Raised them.
Like it's crazy.
She was like right in front of me, just like this. Closer, if anything. And she's so tiny. She's literally like your height. Oh my God. And she's just so rich. You forget how rich these people are.
Obscenely
like
rich.
obscenely rich. Like obscenely rich.
Insane.
Like you have hundreds of millions of dollars. And you are right in front of me right now. And
That's
we're talking.
crazy to think about. Yeah.
And I didn't even care. I was like, "Hi, Kris, you look gorgeous. Thank you so much." Like, like so chill. And I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And then her assistant was like, "No pictures." And then she's like, "Yes, of course." Oh, 1 second. Well, not like that, but like it was giving that energy. You know what I mean? Like, like just allowing the picture and so cool. And then I met Kathy Hilton that night, and she knew who we were, and she said that she'd come to our event. Guys, I was telling Drew this because it was so funny, but I was saying that literally when. So let me start from the beginning of the premiere and then I'll get to that part. But we walked to the premiere. Me and Tyler had gotten ready for like 3 hours on live beforehand with you guys. So that was really fun and really nice. And then I got off right before the carpet. And me and Tyler went to the front of the carpet. And when we were there, we saw like Tana, we saw James Charles, we saw all these people on the carpet, like Heidi Klum, like these celebrities on the carpet. We're like, oh my God, like we're about to walk on that. So we go to the front security. We're like, hi, like we're here to be on the carpet. And they're like, we don't know who you are. And we're like, oh, we're Tyler and Pablo. Like, we're here for the carpet. Like, we're invited. They're like, where are your passes? And we're like, we don't have any. Like, you need passes. I'm like, bitch, I know damn well Sofia Vergara doesn't have a pass on her neck. Like, what do you mean I need a pass? And they're like, yeah, you need to go to Will Call. So we're like, okay, where is that? And he's like, across the mall. And we're like, bro, which is okay, bitch. I'm not going to be like, I deserve this. But me and Tyler walking across the mall as this carpet is happening to get this. So we got the permission. We go back. We're like, we told you we have the passes. We're good. I think he definitely could have figured it out. He just didn't maybe believe it was us. And so he's like, okay, we get put on the carpet and there's a line. And the way these red carpets work is that there's a bunch of PR publicists with their talent right next to them. And then in the front, there's security. And then there's people on the carpet choosing who's going on next, writing the names down on the board, everything like that. So you either want to kind of be on a good note with the people that are bringing the people on the carpet, or you want to have a PR agent with you that's fighting for you, pushing for you, being like, I have this client now, go. They're important. We don't have that. It's just us two. So we're on this carpet as Heidi Klum is with her PR, Sofia Vergara is with her PR, Selling Sunset PR, the Bop House, like Tana, like all these people with their PR.
Like the whole team.
And we're just getting passed. Every time we think we're about to get on the carpet, we're getting passed through. Pastor Sophia, Heidi, as they should, duh. But we were like, oh my God, like, it's getting later. Like, all the celebrities are inside of there right now. Like, we want to meet them. Like, shit, like, like, hopefully we can get this through. Like, should we just skip the carpet? And Tyler's like, no, we cannot skip the carpet, Pablo. I was like, okay, you're right. So we're about to go. And then I hear one of the security say, Paris is coming in 10 minutes. Shut the carpet down. And I'm like, oh, no way. And they're like, shut the carpet down. I look at Tana, like, no way. And he's like, oh, it's fine. Like, let's just wait. Paris is going to come and maybe she'll see us and bring us out on the carpet. I'm like, baby, Paris loves us out, but she's not bringing us on the carpet. Like, she has so many things to do. She's so much. We need to get ourselves on the carpet. Like, let's go. He's like, no, are you sure? I was like, yes. So I go up to the lady myself. Suddenly, I'm my own PR agency. And I'm like, hi, me and Tyler are hosting the event for next weekend. We need to get through the carpet to promote the event. Boom. And she said, perfect. Okay, come. Easy. So they wrote my name down, Pablo Tamayo. The only thing also is, like, since you don't have a PR person, bitch, you have to hold your own phone. God forbid. But, like, I had a ticket, a pass, and a phone in my hand. I have no pockets. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
I only had one pocket in the front, but my pants were tight. They were high-waisted. So it was going to be a big bulge, showing. Gosh, yeah. And I have nobody to ask. Everybody else has a PR person holding it. So I just put it in my pocket the whole. That's why in the photos I was covering like my right pocket because I was just covering the phone the whole time. It was like, and that's why in the picture I'm like Princess Diana. I'm like because I was covering it, and then Tyler did it. And then we walked through, and there was fans saying our name. It was so cool. And then that's when we saw the live interviewer, which was Markel and Nia Ivy. Nia Ivy's the one who did like the Nicki Minaj impressions, but I don't know if she does that anymore. And then Markel Washington is obviously iconic. And I met Markel one time at a Demi Lovato event a couple months ago, and he came up to me and expressed to me how much he loved me and my content, which I thought was so nice. And he got my vlog and everything. So when I walked by him, I felt very comfortable to be like, "Hi, Markel." And then immediately he's like, "Pablo, come. We need you here." And then that's when I realized, oh, I think there's some demand for us, because I forgot that we went live like hours before. So we were creating all this demand about us and telling people to go on the live on the carpet. So I look, and there's this big screen that has the comments, and it's all just like Pablo, 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 Pablo. Everyone's spamming Pablo. And then Nia's like, "Oh my God, you're Pablo? They've been asking for you all night." And I'm like, "Hi, chat." And then everyone's like,
crazy.
"Shh." You were watching it, right?
Yeah, I was watching a lot.
Was it T?
Yeah, because like before you guys even got there, it was like what, like 20, 30 minutes before you guys got on screen, people like started commenting. And it was like, what was that one guy that I told you that was like commenting? It was like, "Oh my God, where's Pablo?"
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan. It was like, "Where's Pablo?
Jonathan,
Where's
thank
Tyler?"
you.
And then just like people started commenting, "Oh, Pablo and Tyler are almost there. They should be there. Look for them." And then you guys showed up, and then the chat just like spams like, "Oh my God, you found that!"
Yeah, and then Marco was like,
vibe.
We're here with Musty shirt," and I'm like, "Not too much, but hey guys." And then people around us were like, "Musty," because they didn't get like Julie, the Bop House girl. Well, she's way more than a Bop House girl, but she's in the Bop House.
Yeah.
She's like, "Wait, what?" And then I was like, "Tony, can I call me Musty, but love her down." And then Marco was like, right. And he's like, "Bitch," he's like, "I love your content. I love your videos. You're killing it." I'm like, "Oh, not, like again, the Bretman Rock situation." I'm like, "Not you watching?" He's like, "I watch everything." I'm like, "Wow, like these really big creators watch me." But I'm like, "But bitch, where are the likes at?" Like dead ass. Like I haven't had my big moment yet. Like I'm so grateful for where I'm at, bitch. But I've never had a moment where I'm like, "Oh, Bretman Rock is watching me." Like, like I'm like, I barely can get 50K views sometimes, So it's like, I don't know, but and I know that's a lot, but like on a bigger scale, like they're getting millions. So I'm just like, like why would they watch me type shit? But then Markel started kind of interviewing me on the carpet, and they kind of put all this attention on me, and I kind of felt bad for the other people that were with us in this little group, but they were putting all the attention on me. So and then I really loved that people like were saying nice things about this, but my immediate thing was to be like, I don't know if you were watching, but I was like, "Oh my God, my friend Tyler's over here, Tyler Wells, guys," and I brought him in because he was, and then he's like, "Hi," and then Tyler's like, "Thank you so much for doing that," because I would have just stayed on. And I was like, "No, duh," and then they're like, "You guys are hosting the event." We're like, "Yeah." I'll get more into the event we're hosting, for Paris the next weekend, but we're like, "Yeah, like we are, like you guys should come, RSVP, this and that," and then Julie was like, "Congratulations, that's so awesome." And she followed me, and she's so sweet. Like, I love her down.
She's iconic.
And she just commented on my picture too, being like, "It was so nice meeting you." And guys, I feel like at these events, energy knows energy. Like I met Sofia Vergara, I met Heidi Klum, I met Sia, I met Lizzo, I met Tiffany Haddish, I met Kathy Hilton, I met Rick Hilton, I met Rick Caruso. I did not say anything to him because I know he's a little Republican, and I'm not there for that. Well, he's more audibly Republican to my knowledge, and I'm sorry, but. And also, he takes $5 every time I park at the fucking Grove, like because he owns the Grove, guys. So I'm like, why the fuck am I, like, you greedy ass? Like, where the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, why the fuck am I paying for parking? Like, this shit's so expensive. Like, it used to be free. Like, I was like, or they used to have validation in the mall, remember? At Nordstrom?
I don't think I used to go to the Grove that much.
Oh, yeah. They used to have it, like, 2 places, and now they don't have it at all. So yeah, it was just really cool being in the room and rubbing all these shoulders. I don't need the biggest conversations with people, but I feel like me saying hi was enough for them to remember me, because nobody's gonna forget this face. Like, let's be so fucking for real. And like at this event, like I felt like the hottest bitch there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's really iconic people like Rick Hilton. Like, you're teen, you're a billionaire, but like, baby, face cards. Like, let's go face to face. Like, like I tore. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I really tore.
Crazy.
No, and like there was a lot of like really cool people there. And even Harry Jowsey came up to me. He's like, "Bro, you're a celebrity now. You're everywhere." Like, I'm like, "What? Why is Harry Jowsey saying this to me right now?"
So funny.
And I've met Harry Jowsey too before at the Ava Max house that me and Drew went to when we filmed content for her, which is also crazy to say. But yeah, like that was all tea. So then after like the whole carpet situation, there was mocktails and cocktails, and we were drinking them and taking pictures. And Mr. Wonderful was there. KJ Appa's alter ego, which I'm very confused about. Is that real? I still don't know if it's him or not, because I loved KJ Appa. That first scene of Riverdale in the first episode, I know somebody's going to hear this and comment about it. The first season, first episode, had you watched Riverdale?
Yeah.
And when they were in the car, like fucking in that steamy car, he was fucking the teacher.
I don't remember that now.
It was so tea. It was so tea. That was like one of my first gay awakenings, that ass. Like, it was like a steamy car scene. Freaky. Anyways, yeah, so he was there. He was tea. We go into the theater. Walking to the theater, I'm seeing. Oh, completely forgot I met Demi Lovato as well. I call her gorgeous. She's in my TikTok vlog if you want to see. Um, I go into the theater. I immediately see Tana Mojo sitting next to Anna Paul and Harry Jowsey. I see Demi Lovato, Paris Hilton, Kathy Hilton, just sitting in a row. Lizzo, I see Tiffany Haddish, just seeing all these people sitting there like, whoa. And I mean, Tyler just placed right there. And at one point, like, I was telling Tyler, like, there's empty seats next to Kathy Hilton right now. Like, let's fucking go and say those are our seats. Because we all had assigned seats. Like, no, Pablo. Like, no. I'm like, Tyler, let's go. Like, I was being so serious. Like, let's sit there right now. Like, why the fuck wouldn't we sit there? Like, there's 2 seats open. It's all packed. Let's fucking go. He's like, no, Pablo, like, no. Like, what if Kim Kardashian comes like halfway through and she's like, you're in my chair? Like, like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, she came back from a Skims meeting. Like, no. So we're like, fine. So we sat in our seat. Well, duh. And it was so cool. Paris introduced everything and we watched the movie, which was really awesome. And me and Tyler were in the movie like 5 times. No other creator or influencer was in it. We were, which is kind of iconic.
That's
and
amazing.
After the show, everybody came up to us. They're like, we saw you. Like, the director was like, you guys had your cameos. That was awesome. We love your content. Like, her team was like, we love you guys. Her team loves us. They're the sweetest team ever. Kathleen, Lauren, Rebecca. You guys are literally the sweetest people ever. And thank you for literally everything. Like, they're so amazing. And I literally just got a whole PR package from Paris Hilton right now. Like, that only happens here. And yeah, so like, that was iconic. What else happened? Oh yeah, no, we talked to Kathy after. She said that she was gonna come to our event. We talked with her assistant. She's like, oh, what day is it again? Okay, let me see. Am I free? And there was like this like perfect class, like out of a book, like assistant with perfect glossy skin and slick back hair and glasses named Andy. And he's like, yes, you are free. And she's like, I'm free. Like, like he just is her brain. Like ChatGPT who? Like he's ChatGPT. And I was obsessed. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then we got his number, so we're in contact with her. And yeah, and then we left. And then the next day, Paris sent us voice memos saying, thank you so much for coming. So sorry that it was so chaotic, that her PR and her assistants were, she had to do a lot. And she was like, she literally sent us a voice memo. Like Paris Hilton sending us voice memos. It's crazy.
That is insane.
Like, I don't even know how this became my life, guys. And I'm not, like, I need you guys to understand the level of crazy you think it is. It is that times a gazillion. Like, just direct messages from her to us, group chat. Hey, Pablo and Tyler, da 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 da. She followed me on Instagram. She's been following Tyler forever. She's been following me on TikTok too, but Instagram is crazy. And her posting us on her stories and her choosing us to host her event, which, if you guys don't know, Paris is actually, like, the movie actually comes out on the 30th, so she's gonna have it like come out in theaters. So she wanted us to host an LA screening for it for our followers and our friends to come, and she rented us the whole theater at the Grove, guys, which is so bougie, so iconic. It's going to be the coolest event ever. There's so many surprises happening. And again, the craziness you think it is at times 100. Like, we are the faces of this event with Paris Hilton. She posted it on her pages, on her everything, publicly saying it is us, because it is us. And we are working directly with her team to make the best night ever. My friends are going to be there. It's going to be awesome. A lot of surprises. You guys should come. But we got like 500 RSVPs, and we only have 130 tickets. So we talked with Carter, Paris Hilton's husband, and we're trying to get bigger theaters. And he said we could, but we're also trying to keep the intimacy of the event because we don't want it to be too chaotic because, it could get there. And we shall see what the lore is, chat. But that is the event that is happening for Paris the next week. What else? So yeah, I talked about Paris, talked about the Sty stream, talked about the encounter at the WeHo, drinking aftermath. Yeah, old man, new man.
Question mark.
Well, it really was just like during the whole chaos of this week, I also met a guy, God forbid. And the guy might be 12 years older than me. God fucking forbid. Like, I don't know. Like, is that so bad? Like, sometimes it's like after a chaotic weekend and being with celebrities, like, I just want to be like in bed with like a 35-year-old person. Like, like, not that. No, I'm kidding. No, well, like, okay, no. I've never talked to anybody older, like, on a real note of dates or anything like that. But I just met this guy and we were walking and he came up to me and then he just started like flattering me a lot and calling me really cute. And then he was saying I smelled great. And then we started flirting and then we like kind of hugged. And then he like asked if he could kiss me and I was like, sure. And then we kissed. And then he said I tasted delicious and I was like, freaky. And then I was like, so what are you into? Like, fucking horror. Like, shut the fuck up. I think it's just because I don't even know, guys, 1000% what I'm fully into. And that is okay. That is okay. I feel like that's normal. Like, I know I am into guys. Well, yes. But I just, like, don't know, like I have such a specific type for my thing that I've been doing. But then, I also find other people attractive, but then sexually it wouldn't work and I wouldn't want anything from them sexually. But then that is what they are. But then I don't want like a bottom who's like way stronger than me. And I'm like, like, don't eat me. Like, like, I don't know. So it's like, I'm still trying to figure that all out. But, I'm down like to go on a date. Like, I'm down to go on a date. But he's like this he's not 12 years old. He's only like 8 years older. Well, he's like a 32-year-old guy. And he just is really nice. And he wants to take me out and like, be like an older guy relationship type of thing. And I just haven't fed into it too much. I text here and there, but he texts me like super like millennial. And he's not even, he's really nice. But he did have this like weird necklace on. And when Drew met him, because Drew was there, it would look like an Illuminati necklace. And we got scared.
It most, like, it was an Illuminati necklace.
It looked just like an Illuminati necklace. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was an anime necklace, allegedly conspiracy. So I was like, okay, like that could be a thing, but it was kind of nerdy, but I'm like kind of into it. Like, God forbid, like literally, like I feel like it's like you want someone loyal and then they like pull out the anime card and you're like, I'm gone. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like you need some nerdiness with like some like loyalness, honestly. Like, I'm down. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if somebody is like acting like super perfect and like, I mean, yeah, I'm hope everyone finds their perfect person, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you find one thing wrong with a person who's like loyal, and then you're like, get like, no, like, you know what I mean?
The ick is real.
But then you find someone who's like perfect type wise, but then they're not loyal, and you're like, oh, I'd rather stay with you. Like, no, bye.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Maybe we'll try things out. But he wants to take me out on Sunday to get like dinner. But guys, I'm gonna make it content. Sorry, it's gonna be content. Like, it's gonna be content, and I think he'd be down. That's what I mean. He gives like. That's like, Tana, I'm so happy you found your Mokoa, and like Trisha, and you found your Moses. But like, I want my Mokoa or Moses. Like, I want like maybe like a guy who's like out of the scene, who just like really like thinks I'm awesome and cool. And like, he even told me today, like, he's like, yeah, I'm at the gym right now to unchop myself. And I was like, hi, I get that feeling. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, you're never chopped. Like, you look amazing all the time. And I'm like, you when you see me for one day after 3 shots, I'm like, really? You think so? No, but yeah. So old man, new man. It's funny that you wrote it like old new man. No, just old man. He's 32. He's 32, but yeah, so we'll see if that happens. But also this week, we have a frat party stream planned for Friday. I don't know if I have this party planned for Saturday, but I'm kind of scared to go to it because it's like really heavy gay scene in West Hollywood, and I live for the bitches, but it can get messy sometimes, and I won't get messy. I just don't even want to be part of the mess. Like last time we had a party like that, bitches were fighting on the street. Somebody got knocked out. The police came. Like a mess, a literal mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like suddenly me, Drew, and Oscar are the only 3 people there. Like, like because we care and we have like empathy. But yeah, so we'll see about that. And then Sunday, like that little date narrative. Monday, I have a premiere for Witherington Heights with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie. Allegedly conspiracy, Charlie XCX is going to be there. So we shall see. And I'm very excited. And I need to pick out an outfit. And that's going to get there. And then Wednesday, we're going to Disney for a YouTube video with Sty, Oscar, Evan, Drew, Yo-Yo, Esmo, maybe Benji, and maybe anybody else. So we have like a lot planned. And then next Sunday we're going to a Latino event that Oscar's been begging us to go to.
He really wants us to go.
Like he really wants us to go to this, like it's like a brunch, but like a Latino Mexican brunch with coffee and I don't know. I'm down. But you have to get tickets for it. All right, guys, enough of the boring shit. I really saved the pop culture for last, but I did get through everything in my life, which is good. Like, basically, I'm getting my life together. I'm leveling up hella. I'm getting paid more gratefully. I'm getting more deals. Like, I'm going to the gym, doing what I need to do. But recently, this past couple of days, I've been eating out. I've been spending money, and that's not okay. So I need to find a way to have fun with my friends while also still being smart and keeping my schedule going. And, with the podcast, the reason why I delayed it for a second was just because I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about before it happened. And then also, I did kind of want to be a mooch and see what like Trisha Paytas talked about on her podcast first. And that is like where I got pop culture topics. So thank you, Trisha. I know I'm acknowledging you and I'm giving you your grace. But so first thing in pop culture was the Tara's World and Tana drama.
Crazy.
Bitch, we were gagged about that.
I kept up with
because
every
we love
second.
Tara. We love Tara.
Live.
Tara's always been so sweet to me, and I know I'll always say that down. And she might be like online, like might seem like she's controversial, but she really is just like a sweet girl. I think it's just like it's like a part rage baiting, but then also a part like she's just living her own life, and like I we're close enough to where I love her, but we're also separate enough to where she can do what she wants to do, and it has nothing to do with me. Like, and I respect her in so many ways. And then Tana, oh my God, Tana literally got me through high school. I love Tana so much. Like, Tara knows that. Like, oh my God, Tana's that. I don't want to glaze. Like, I'm not trying to glaze Tana, but I will. Like, just because that's my one comfort creator that got me through so much
She
when I felt so
cares.
lonely and shit. Like, I got fat literally watching her videos because I would eat hella, and like that might sound bad, but that's how comfortable I was. Like, it was just like that type of thing for me. And yeah, so basically the whole Tara's World drama with the halter top, I talked about it before, but basically where she went on the internet asking if any of her followers had this halter top, and people were kind of scamming her about it, and this one girl said yes and then ghosted her. And then Tara made a video about the girl saying that, like, oh my God, like, this girl lied to me, like it was probably a hater that was trying to get out me. And the girl commented like, what, like, I'm literally a nurse, like I was working like overtime, I'm so sorry. And then Tara was like, girl, give me a break. And it like became this whole drama about respecting
Huge.
nurses, which obviously love nurses, always there for healthcare workers. um but I think it came out that the girl was trolling, so that's weird if the girl to troll about that and like start this whole online drama about a trolling situation. But it did become like a pop culture moment, and people
Yeah.
think it's like such a gag and funny because Tana literally bought the halter top and wore the halter top. And the gag was that a couple days after the whole Tara's World halter top situation, Tana made a video giving her 2 cents, and as did many people. And Tana's was kind of a nicer way, being like, Tara's always supported me, but I just have to be like, girl, like, you're wrong. Like, sometimes it's better to just say you're wrong. And but she was saying that for Tara, it's easier to act like the victim. And I could see how that could add to Tara's stress because Tara loves Tana just like I do. But I also can see the fact of like, Tana's iconic. And if Tana's telling me something, I'll probably listen to it a little bit and be like, okay, maybe she's right a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so that didn't sit well with Tara, and it made her really upset. So she made a video back, kind of being like, I'm really upset by Tana. Like, I don't know why she would dogpile the hate onto me. Like, I loved her, and she always talked shit about me on the Cancel podcast, but I let it slide. But this seems like she just kind of was hurting me and adding to the hate, and I can't watch her the same anymore. I kind of look at her and I'm sad. And then she deleted it right away because people were already on Tana's side. Um, and then that upset Tana, and Tana was like, "Oh, girl," because Tara was like, "Oh, Tana just chooses the side of the public now. She's scared to get canceled." So then Tana proved a point. She got the halter top. She said she found it in 5 minutes. No nurses were harmed in the situation. It became like this whole gag on the internet,
That's
and it was lore. And I don't know how Tana and Tara specifically are right now, but obviously, like, respect the both of them for their own things. But I saw Tana at the premiere for Paris Hilton, and I love her, and she's so sweet to me, and she's given me so much like niceness, and I appreciate that. And I love that she let me film a TikTok with her because she knows how much I love her, and she knows that because of what I say. And I've always thought about this my whole life. Like, when I meet Tana, only Tana, because she was my number one, would I act like I know her or would I try to act like a friend? And within the past couple of years, I've seen how both cases have went completely wrong in my existence of meeting a celebrity and acting like I don't know them versus acting like I do know them. And I was like, no, like, I'm gonna let her know I know her. And I'm so happy I did it that route because it feels so authentic every time I see her. Like, I don't care
Mhm.
if I'm glazing you. Like, I do glaze you. Like, like, you literally paved this way for
Yeah.
degenerate creators, and it's tea. And she might have taught. She said, she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, during your formative years is crazy. I'm like, yeah, like, maybe I shouldn't have been watching Tana Mojo, like, getting fucked with too, like, love her down. But like, at the same time, like,
That's funny.
she just tore, and she
Mm.
shaped me, and she told me, she's like, I can tell, like, if you watch my TikTok video with her, she's like, I can tell by your cadence that I inspired you, or that, like, I taught you, and I'm kind of here for it. And you can see she's looking at me in the eyes, and she's so tea, and I'm obsessed with her. I know she's not going home and talking shit about me type shit, like,
Yeah.
and I love her down for that. And but when I posted the video, it became this whole controversy in the comments, me with like 150 comments, all right. People are like, oh my God, like, why is like, they were like, oh my God, like, Pablo's getting involved. This is messy. Didn't you just take care of Tara's animals? This is how we know it's all rage bait. I don't look at you the same anymore. They're master manipulators and marketers. Now this was all PR. Why is it always PR with me? Like, I
Always
literally,
PR.
it's something PR. Like, no, guys, literally, like, yes, I took care of Tara's animals for multiple times, love her down. That's something separate. She knows how much I live for Tana. When that situation got involved, it's like my divorce. I'm not
Yeah.
involved. I'm not involved, baby. Like, unless y'all like really like disgustingly hurt each other, and it's one of those things. Like,
Mm.
I think they can move past it. And Yeah, and it was not tea at all. Like, what the hell? Like, I would never do tea about that. That's not where I'm at. But yeah, so that's the Tana and Terra situation. Harry Styles is going on tour. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I don't think I'll
Period.
specifically go, but I know that it's gonna like
Be a big thing.
be a big thing, be all over social media. Like, it's only in New York though. Do you see that?
Oh no.
It's a 30-night residency in New York, at Madison Square
Oh,
Garden.
that's
Because he just
insane.
did like a 15-night one in LA. Like, remember last year or something? He
I
did.
don't.
That's where Tara like went and like spent all the money on
Oh,
Harry Styles.
yeah.
Yeah. J Lo, Glambot. Guys, honestly, I like feel bad for J Lo. She was so iconic at one point. Like, I lived for her after I watched her documentary
Yeah.
on Netflix. Lived for her. I did see that she was kind of being during like the whole Super Bowl like documentary. Like, it did seem like there was a little bit of shade between her and Shakira, and like I was always kind of siding with Shakira because she's Colombiana, but at the same time, like, J Lo has always aimed. She's always worked so hard, and she was iconic. People
Yeah.
lived for J Lo, but then it was
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. But then it was ever since when somebody asked her what her favorite drink was, and she said it was like an orange soda. Like, they were like, "Oh, what's your favorite sub from the Bronx?" And she's like, "A ham and cheese sandwich and an orange soda." People were like, "Girl, you're not from the Bronx." Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a specific sub in the Bronx. And have you seen that stuff?
Mm.
That's when people started like slowly calling her shade. Like, girl, what? And then she walked by her house in New York, and like somebody was living out there. She's like, "Hi," and they're like, "Who are you?" She's like, "Hi, I'm J Lo. I used to live here. I'm Jennifer Lopez." And they're like, "Okay." And then that was
Oh
like a
my
gag, like
god.
J Lo acting like people know her. And then
Mm.
she had her residency, or like she went on tour. She released a tour, and like nobody bought it. There was like literally like out of like 20,000 seats, it was like 150 people bought it. Like, it was really bad.
Oh
So
my
then she
god.
canceled a bunch of shows, and she only did some. And then people were posting that like only it was like only a front pit, and that nobody was there, and it was that whole thing. And then I think, oh, and then there was something else too, like her whole like relationship with Brad Pitt. No, it's not Brad Pitt. Who's her husband?
Oh, I don't think I kept up with that.
It was like a older white guy. He's like a really famous guy. Oh, Ben Affleck. She was with Ben Affleck.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right? And that was like a whole controversial
interesting.
thing. And then now the whole the whole J Lo Glambot thing is that she was at the Golden Globes, and she was doing the Glambot with Cole Walliser. And when she went up to him, she didn't say hi. She just posed and walked away. Do you see that?
Hmm.
She's like walked away all mean. People are like, J Lo's so fucking rude. Like, why is she always rude, acting like better than everyone? And like nobody's taking her seriously, and I feel so bad. But then again, maybe there's some bad. I know there's more bad things that I've heard about as well that I'm like not clocking right now. But yeah, so that was like a whole thing, and people were like, "Fuck J Lo, we're so sorry,
Yeah.
Cole." And then Cole came out with a video like, "Guys, like, it's fine, like, we're good." But then the next day came out text messages of somebody asking Cole on
Yeah, I was
Instagram.
about to bring that
Yeah,
up.
do you know that?
Hmm.
Wait, how much was it again?
It was 300,000, the total price. But he was saying that it's like, oh, this is like a celebrity thing, da 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 da.
Oh no, they were like, "Oh, can I get a Glambot?" And he's like,
Mm.
"LOL, like, you can, but it's really expensive. Like, if you can
Yeah.
afford it, kind of thing."
Hmm.
They're like, "Oh, I can afford it," and he's like, "Okay, it ranges from, I think he said like something to $1 million." Like,
Yeah. Oh, he's like, oh, I can afford it. And he's like, oh, how do you know? I haven't even told you the price.
yeah,
And then he's like, that's what I'm asking.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then that's when he said the price range.
yeah, because you're right. Because she's like, how do you know I can't afford it? You didn't even say anything.
Mm.
So that come off a little weird, but I'm sure like a lot of people have asked him about this before, and it is a big thing. It's only at the Oscars and
Yeah.
like People's Choice, and it's a big type of setup. And if he invented it, okay, I'll give him the props. But I did see that there was another like Asian videographer that was claiming that they invented it and that it got kind of taken from them. And if that's the case, I hope that can get figured out. But
Oh.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, now Cole's getting a bunch of hate. So people are like, "Oh my god, JLo's team is working overtime to like, get
That's
Cole canceled
crazy.
and all this
Yeah.
and that." And I just think that's tea. I'm like, wow. But I've always wanted a Glambot, and I still want a Glambot. I don't think it's ever right to give someone too much hate unless you're like an awful person. JLo, I hope you can make it out of the Kia Asylum. Kia is no, what is it? JLo is the new mentor at the Kia Asylum right now, but
Oh
hopefully
my
she can be put on
gosh.
parole. And yeah, I think she's still relatively tea.
Relatively.
But my aunt was saying that like she doesn't like how she's older and she still shows so much like she's like, and like for like Latina moms, like they wish that she could like become a little bit more conservative so that like she can like focus like on her talents and not just think that she still has to be this like young woman like showing
Mm.
off her things or whatever. And I think whatever somebody wants to do is whatever they want to
Yeah.
do. um but I could see the idea where they feel like J-Lo has resorted in more like physical and more like visual like facade than like just being herself and like, you know, like giving herself, because I think she has, like, she was a dancer, she was a singer, like, you know, that's still tea. So I don't know, we shall see. Hopefully
But it's
she
tea.
gets out of the Key Asylum, chat. No hate to her, love her down. Olivia J, Jacob Elordi, I'm gagged. Literally, I don't know if you know, they just keep getting back together. They're on and off all the time. They break up, they get back together, they break up, they get back together. And recently, it was a time where they were leaving one of the premieres for Withington Heights, which I will be at next week. I don't know if it's a premiere. I think it's like an event screening for it, but I'm still down to go. But it was like them getting seen back out together for the first time. And it was like Jacob Elordi like walking out of the theater with like hundreds of paparazzi and a big sign that says starring Jacob Elordi and him in a suit, and then Olivia Jade in the back just like walking into the car. And I can just imagine what it's like to be in a relationship like that. Like,
my
fuck.
gosh,
Like, getting in
yeah.
the Sprinter van, like, looking at each other, like, fuck. Like, having the scrutiny of the entire internet on you guys, like, fuck. Like, you know, Jacob Elordi, like, crying with her, saying, I love you, like, I'm sorry. But then also, she's just like, just go. Like, just go. And then he walks out on the carpet. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my
you know, like,
gosh.
I'm sure there's so many specific things for them.
Yeah.
And I hope they're okay and it's not, like, a whole toxic thing. But, like, it gets there so easy. Like, I've been in a toxic relationship as well. And even with the 1% of social media-ness that I've been trying to occur, like where I'm like fighting with somebody, but then I have an event and I have to leave, or I'm fighting with somebody and right before going out on stage with Doja, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, fuck, and it can get you. And I really like, it's tea, because it's like they're back together and they're both so hot, and Jacob is so hot. Like, I used to not say he was hot. I'm sorry, he's hot. Do you think he's hot?
Yeah.
Hot.
1000%.
And like the whole performative male thing like kind of came from Jacob, but like, like I just feel like, I don't know, relationships scare me. And then the whole thing of like trying to become like big and like relevant, and then like that getting in the way of like your personal life, like it can get there
Very quick.
like really bad. That's why I kind of want to be with somebody that like isn't doing the same thing as me, because then we can like offset each other. But yeah, anyways, oh my god, we're almost done down this list, you guys. Euphoria is coming back out. I'm excited for Euphoria.
Super excited. Trish is on it.
Trish is on it, which I
Like,
know.
hello.
Trisha and Vinny Hacker. You see Vinny Hacker?
Yeah.
He's
That's
hot, and I'm
hot.
sure he'll be like in a scene, like in a gas station, like, what do you want? You know, type of thing. You know, I can hate on it, but honestly, like, I want to do that too. Like, I'm not
I
gonna
feel
hate
like
on.
he's gonna be like in the world of like his, after August Cloud passed away. I think is his name.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So
yeah.
I feel like it's
Oh,
gonna
like
be
in
like
the drug
yeah,
world.
something like that to continue that narrative.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't think. Have you seen the scene where it's like, Rue, you owe me
me
money.
money.
Like, I'm obsessed with that. That's tea.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I definitely will get into it. I'm just kind of wondering if Zendaya's mad. Is she like, why are you guys putting all these people in it? Like, I'm Zendaya. Zendaya's the biggest female actress, but if she takes it, maybe she's the coolest person ever, and she's also in on like Trisha Paytas lore, you know, like, and you never know.
Yeah.
So, or maybe she was like watching the Sway Boys. I doubt it, but like her and Tom
You never
Holland are
know.
watching the Sway Boys. You know, like you never know. So, Alex Earl reality show, so obsessed, so excited. There's so much
Crazy.
lore with Alex Earl, and have I told you about that lore?
Yeah.
Like with her,
Their family.
their
and all that.
family, like,
yeah, it's insane.
guys, like literally, like her dad was like a really wealthy businessman who was married to this model, and then he got caught out with like this escort that was like fucking a bunch of really famous politicians and billionaires at the time. And then he was denying it, and then one day she was walking with a baby bump, and then it got, you know, said that he got her pregnant, and then he said it was true, and then he had an affair with his wife, who was Alex Earl's mom, and then he started dating this girl and having these babies, and then she like went in another way, and there was all this public drama between it, because, you know, and then Alex was involved, and she said there's paparazzi when she was a younger girl, but now they're like a blended family. So I'm so interested to see how that dynamic is.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And I think it's gonna be like her next Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like
it's gonna be big.
her next like big stable moment for her. And I hope so, because, you know, if you have an interesting family, like I'm down for like a reality show, you know, and she has like so many siblings and everything. And I just think that the whole family lore, the Ashley Dupree lore, like Dupree, I think, like a lot of older people know about it as well. So it's going to bring like a whole new audience. And I feel like that's kind of how the Kardashians was when it first started, is there was already so much existing lore. Like Robert Kardashian he passed away. Like he was O.J. Simpson's, you know, lawyer. Like Kris Jenner was best friends with Nicole Brown Simpson, or, you know, like
God,
there was
that's
so much
crazy
lore
about
between
all
it
that.
all.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like that. It's not the same as like, you know,
Obviously.
unfortunate deaths, but like it is relatively on that. And then, but yeah, that's on Netflix. And then speaking of Netflix, Jake Shane, he also, do you see his podcast that he has on YouTube? They're putting it on Netflix. So it's a Netflix podcast, which I think is big. But I was talking about this with Indy, my friend, earlier, and I was saying that this could really, like, no hate. I never want to hate on influencers because I think it's so iconic. But this is just my personal opinion, because I feel like my form of artistic, if you know what I mean, is like being like very like I just overthink like strategy and creative and marketing and I'm not saying I'm even talented at it, but that's just where my brain goes. But like you're gonna hear this and you're like, oh, like in my head I'm like, okay, he puts his podcast on Netflix. How is this gonna get done? Is he gonna pre-film this podcast in a studio and then they're gonna put them all out at the same time, like an 8-episode podcast thing, and then people are gonna go on Netflix and watch it? In my head, that cheapens his podcast because I feel like so many big celebrities and creators have those things where they post like that 8-episode thing on some website or some streaming platform and it always flops. Like people don't really care. Like, a cooking show or like it's always like relatively like kind of a flop more than like his actual audience that fucks with his YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like they love the YouTube because it's weekly, it's in the moment, it's about pop culture, it's that, it's like Trisha, like people would watch it, but it does take away from like the current, like the, like I feel like it takes away from like the actual persona of a creator because it's not like their thing. So then in my head, I'm like, okay, he does that on Netflix and it's going to do its own thing or whatever. But now it's like, I feel like that'd be kind of like, changing the strategy of his podcast. So maybe he's going to do a form where it's just like he films it and then they edit it and then they post it. And then the next week he films it, edit it, post it like a real podcast, which would probably do better, like a more current podcast. But then that is now changing the format of Netflix where they used to take months or years on production on things. And now they're doing a more quick, easy cut, like like faster form editing for the production. And then now like that is kind of cheapening the production of Netflix. And now it's not only like, where you're watching these high production things, it's also like a streaming service, like a YouTube kind of thing. And then now I'm thinking like, oh my God, like one day are people going to be able to post like their own content on Netflix? Like, is this like a first step into bringing Netflix from like a production studio only corporate entity to now like a YouTube and Instagram, a social media platform? Like are people gonna
still pay
that people still pay to watch? So now it's like people have always said social media is the only free form of content, like because you pay for everything. It's like, is this not going to be a thing where people are making their own things and posting it on Netflix podcasts and people are going on Netflix to watch these things? Like, I don't know, like it, like, and it's not that serious, but it does change the idea. It's like, it's when like table or when cable went to streaming, and then now it's like streaming enters social media and social media enters streaming, and now it becomes just like more pop current platform. Like, I don't know. And I think that's really interesting because it's like, I feel like if he does like a more series where it's like done a couple months ago and then it gets put out, like it'll be fine. It's Jake Shane, but it's not going to be as culturally relevant or like sticking like Alex Earl reality show is going to do, like a high production thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like there is some importance in like really separating like short form content and like social media content with like production studio content, because and then now people are even including AI on production content. So now we're pushing AI with social media. And now like nothing's like, it's just I'm wondering like long term, like how is this going to affect social media? And I feel like most people aren't thinking like, oh, Jake Shane has a thing on Netflix. Like, but like my brain is like, oh my God, like that's gonna like robots, like, that's where my brain goes to. I'm like, that like suddenly brings that whole thing into like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That's just like my random brain thought. And then
that was good,
right? Like it's just like a little lore I just thought about. Side talk. What's side talk? Oh, yeah. This final thoughts, I guess. Conclusion. Crazy week, fun week, lots of streaming. Everything's been streamed, which has been a little overwhelming, but I mean it's fun and we love it. Sty is about to come over and we're gonna hang out for like probably like an hour. Or I don't even know if he hasn't called me. Has he called you?
My phone vibrated, but I didn't check because we're
filming.
Yeah. No, just ask.
Okay. And yeah, so all that's happened. Fun weekend coming up. I have the Paris Hilton premiere next week, which will be really fun. I have the Witherington Heights event on Monday, or I think Tuesday, which will be really fun. A lot of fun things happening, guys. Wish me luck. Hopefully I get my life together while still growing my career, and also so does Drew.
Yeah.
I literally hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I mean, it's like random shit. Like, I never have said that I know what I'm talking about, but
we're just gardened and talking about
anything,
what's going on.
Literally. And I told Drew, I was like, Drew, you don't even have to say anything, but like just be here and I'll like talk to you like a wall. Like literally. And like
I felt like I outperformed.
You outperformed. Yeah, you literally outsold. But yeah, so influencers are back in LA, chat. That's the final thought.
Yeah.
Influencers are here. People are moving here. We're all just pushing out this narrative again. Like, let's have fun again. Like, let's bring 2016 back. Let's play Lush Life. Let's play Tumblr Girls by G-Eazy. Let's go to the Pink Wall. Let's have Earth Cafe. Let's
2026
go
is
ride
gonna
around
be-
with topless cars and maybe topless. Who knows?
You never know.
And it's going to be really fun, guys. So stay tuned. Go follow all of our social medias. Keep on the lookout for the Paris Hilton event.
Coming soon.
And I'll let you guys know if I go on a date. And I'll let you guys know if I get cracked. I'm kidding, guys. I'm a top. Bye. You guys are annoying. All right. Bye. Oh.